Hey, good morning. It's Kyle here again on this video journal. It is October the 10th, and we are 1 week away from leaving for military training in Arizona at BOLC. And so we are a little anxious for getting ready to do that. And we finished up the duplex rehab, and we had renters lined up, and we're still trying to get everything arranged with moving them in, make sure we can make that happen. And yeah, very busy. We have U-Haul lined up for Tuesday. Gonna load that up. We're gonna take about 4 days to get there. It's about 24 hours away. So we have just us and the 2 kids. So we're gonna do about 6 hours a day to get all the way there. So we're gonna stay in Little Rock the first day, and then at some camp sites along the way. Of course, I just found out a little bit ago that the government only covers 1 night to get there, which I think is incredibly wishful thinking that I'd be able to get there in 2 days of driving 12 hours apiece, because I guess that would cover 1 night to get over there. And of course, that's kind of what I expect from... I actually wasn't expecting them to cover any nights. And in fact, since we're camping and going to be there early, I actually think they're going to cover 0 nights, which is what I expected to begin with. But now that they said they're going to cover 1, it surprises me of how much emphasis they put on driving safety, yet they expect me to drive there in 2 12-hour days. Because I think when you're in a convoy, a military convoy, you have to stop frequently for safety reasons, and I don't think they would let you drive that far in 1 day if you were in a convoy. But since it's just me in my own, well, not just me, my whole family, but us in our own vehicle, I guess we should be expected to get there 12-hour days of driving. But with the kids, we're really going to do 6-hour days. Camping, hopefully having a good time. Again, Arizona should be cool. Excited to be there in the winter. Higher elevation there at Fort Huachuca means that running is supposedly harder, but hopefully it's cooler as well. People say it's 10 degrees cooler than the rest of Arizona, which I'm not going to complain about that. I'm expecting it to be beautiful. Everyone says it is. But I don't think I'd want to try to handle Arizona in the summer. Tennessee is bad enough with its humid heat. Very hot here, but I hear garbage cans melt in Arizona, and probably other things that are not supposed to melt, melting out there in Arizona. But yeah, spent a little time with Luna today. We baked cookies, something that I've been wanting to do with her for a while, because one of the books we look at when we're going to sleep has ended up being this cookie cookbook, a cookie recipe book, with loads of pictures of cookies. And so probably not the best thing for us to be looking at before we go to sleep, but it should aid our dreaming, I would think. What's better to dream of than cookies, you know? I could think of many worse things and have had many worse dreams than dreams of cookies. So hopefully they're helping my daughter's dreams. It's probably what she was dreaming about when she rolled out of bed the other day. Thankfully there was a bunch of stuff on the floor, so she didn't make it to the floor, but I can just imagine rolling over in delight at the thought and dreams of delicious cookies and then hitting the floor. So yeah, baked cookies. I already ate way too many cookies. And we had chocolate milk here too, which is a glorious addition to any eating in general, but especially the eating of the cookie. And I rediscovered again, it's been a long time since I've made cookies, but I wanted to use cookie cutters, which my mom has a 5-gallon bucket full of a variety of cookie cutters. But I realized that really the circle, figure that is the best shape for a cookie. Because when you make stars, the points kind of burn. If you make a witch, the broomstick kind of breaks off, etc., etc. If you make anything that's not round, there's trouble. And no wonder cookies are oft made in a circle. Imagine that. The store is right. Yeah, any attempts at making cookies in other shapes, I guess hearts are okay. You know, we get a lot of heart-shaped cookies out there. And I did make some heart-shaped cookies, and they were not burned in any way. They stayed together. I think really it just has to be as close to a circle as possible with very few points or edges or thin parts, which brings back that the circle has none of those things, thus making it the perfect shape for a cookie. Who knew? There's got to be a science, a cookieology type of science. It should be a college degree in the shape of cookies, or the shape of baked goods. If there's a word for that, I would like someone to tell me, because I would study it, right? I really want to get a degree in Zymurgy, which is this, the study of fermenting things, fermentation, and not just beer, I believe, but anything that involves fermentation, like yeast and cheeses, I think. You know, I think Zymurgy is actually just beer and wine. I'd have to look that up again. But yeah, MTSU here in Tennessee has a degree in fermentation that I look at every once in a while, and I think that's for me. I would like to do that. We brew our own beer here at our household, and it'd be fascinating to take that to the next level. And actually, I'm interested in all types of fermentation, not just beer, but cheeses and kombucha. We make our own kombucha here. I know, just like any kind of crazy people, you know. Cheeses, sauerkrauts, yogurts, anything like that, I find fascinating. I find it fascinating that you can put creatures in your food and they will eat your food or eat the sugars in it and create carbon monoxide and alcohol, both I think to protect itself. And then we can cook it, bake it, or do something with it and eat it, and we're okay with that. We never dump creatures in anything else and think it's a good idea, right? But anyway, on that note, on the eating of creatures that make bubble poots in our food, I will talk to you guys later. Have a good night, good day. It's getting close, well, midday, right? And be safe. We'll talk to you later. Bye.